Welcome to the island paradise of Insularo, which is filled with incredible sunsets, rich fishing grounds, and enough nesting sites for the whole bird family. Differently colored families of gannets are looking for a nesting place here. Which family manages to be represented most often on the islands in order to win the race for sovereignty, score the most points, and win Insularo? Game setup. First of all, you need to set up the island paradise. You will need all 3 fishing grounds and a specific number of islands depending on the number of players. Pay attention to the groups of stones on the islands and use the islands with the side up that fits you. Use the front of this island if you are 2 or 4 players. Only use the back if you are 5 players. Don't use this island if you are 3 players. Return it to the box. Take all locations, i.e. the corresponding islands and the fishing grounds, and lay them out in a circle. You choose the order. Just make sure that the 3 fishing grounds are not all directly next to each other. Shuffle all the water tiles face down. Place 4 more water tiles than you are players around each fishing ground face down. Shuffle all 36 bush tiles and place them face down in the middle of the circle. You each get a gannet, 7 nest tiles, and the 12 cards in your color. Place the bird on an island of your choice. More than 1 gannet may stand on the same island. Shuffle the cards and place them face down in the draw pile together with the nest tiles in front of you. Place the die in the middle of the circle where all players can reach it. Put the scoring board as well as the shells and the gannet scorekeepers to one side for now. You'll only need these at the end of the game. Now, draw 3 cards from each of your draw piles. Then you can get started. How to play. Take turns playing in a clockwise direction. The silliest bird among you goes first. When it's your turn, you must always place 2 of the cards in your hand down in front of you. The cards show actions that you can now perform. Namely, either 1 action or 2 actions with an "and" in between. You are allowed to perform both these actions, or 2 actions with an "or" in between. You may only execute 1 of these actions. There are 3 different types of actions on the cards: nest, bush, and fly away, as well as a question mark. The question mark is a joker. You can use it during your turn as nest, bush, or fly away. When you have laid out the 2 cards in front of you, you may perform the actions on them in any order. You may also leave out 1 or more actions. If you are unable to execute an action, you must forfeit it. Have you carried out all the actions you wanted to? Then your turn is over. Place the 2 cards that you played from your hand face up next to your draw pile. This is now your discard pile. Draw 2 more cards so you have 3 cards in your hand again. The 3 possible actions. Nest. Choose one of the nest tiles you still have in front of you. Place it on an unoccupied favorite spot on the island on which your gannet is currently standing. Bush. Turn over 2 bush tiles from the middle of the circle so that everyone can see them. Choose one of these and place it on an unoccupied favorite spot on the island on which your gannet is currently standing. Turn the bush tile you didn't choose back over again. Fly away. Roll the die. Did you roll numbers? Move your gannet in a clockwise direction by the number of location plates shown on the die. within the range rolled. You are always free to choose how many locations you move your gannet by. Did you roll the star? Move your gannet in a clockwise direction as far as you like to a different location. The fishing grounds. If you cross one or more fishing grounds when moving your gannet, take one water tile from each fishing ground. If your move ends on a fishing ground, you can even take 2 water tiles of your choice from this fishing ground. Place the water tiles you collected face down next to your discard pile. You may look at them at any time. When does the game end? The game ends when you have all played the last 2 cards in your hand. Take the scoring board and have all your gannet scorekeepers ready. Go around the island paradise in a clockwise direction and score each location one at a time. It's a good idea to place the die on the location where you start the scoring, so you don't get in a muddle. Whenever you score points, move your gannet scorekeeper this many spaces forward. If you pass 50, take a shell, turn it to the side that says 50, and place it down in front of you. If you pass 50 a second time, turn the shell to the side that says 100. Now score islands, flowers, and fish. Islands. Check who has the majority of birds on each island. Count the total number of chicks and gannets in your color. Do you have a clear majority? You get 10 points for this island. Is there a tie between 2 colors? You both get 5 points. In the event of a tie between 3 or more colors, no one receives any points. Flowers. Anyone with at least 1 gannet or chick in one place receives points for the flowers there. You get 1 point for each flower at this location. This also applies to fishing grounds. Fish. Is your gannet standing on a fishing ground that still has water tiles at the end of the game? Then turn over all remaining water tiles. All players with a gannet at this fishing ground get 1 point per fish turned over. Finally, turn over the water tiles you've collected. You get an additional point for each fish. The player with the most points wins the game. Please see the rulebook for examples and more details. Have fun playing Insularo from Haba.